Hello, everybody. Hi. Whoa, whoa.
Please welcome our president, Jillian Matundan.
Hi, everybody. Yeah.
When is Focus going to make bumper stickers that says, Jillian Matundan is my president?
That's next, but it's going to be a separate meeting because it can't mix. But no, kidding. Hi, everybody. Jillian Matundan here with FocusMusic. I'm going to be down here because I think for a meeting it's important for me to be down with everybody as opposed to up there. So I want to be among the people. And mostly because you have to look down, whether I'm on the stage or not, so it's all good. So this is our annual meeting. If you've never been to our annual meeting, we do a little bit of business, and then we go straight to a show. So we're going to have some fun this evening. Evening? What time is it? Does anybody know? Nobody knows. Sometime after waking. Okay, it's tea time. So I know that we have minutes, but we obviously have not. Okay, well, we have minutes from our last meeting, and we can distribute them if you're interested. They were attached to the bottom of the email. So can I get a motion? Motion to accept. Second?
To accept the minutes as presented in the email.
Thank you. It's presented in the email. I see a second. All those in favor? Aye. All right, great. Thank you very much. I guess it's time for my report. So we have a very exciting year ready for you. As you can see, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, we have new logos. And the board members are wearing them. So if you're a board member, will you please stand up, just even if you're not wearing your t-shirt yet, please stand up so we can recognize you. Yay, yeah, that's... We're only missing 2 of our board members at the moment. Three. We're missing, Annette is on her way. We're missing Mark Sylvester. We're missing Joan, right? Joni. So, but the rest of the board is here, and we're all very excited to see you all. We have an exciting year of shows already shaping up that has already begun. We've had 2 shows at Gaithersburg. We have 1 coming up in Silver Spring. We've had 3. I don't know what time is. We've had Dan Navarro. We've had Tina Ross and Gabrielle Zwi. And we just had Amy Speece. And our next show is?
Not in Gaithersburg. I don't have one scheduled.
It's your show. Yep. I'm gonna let you put one more forkful in before I bring it to you.
We'll be having the fabulous Andrew McKnight.
On, great.
I'll be there.
That on a date that Rob will be there. So you're gonna want to come to that because Rob will be there. But and then on June 1st, somewhere in Northern Virginia, we will be having Jesse Terry with Hallie Neal opening. So we're looking forward to what is shaping up. Oh, and April 21st, we're doing a show with WIFMA, and it's going to be, why can't I think of his name? James Keelahan at the Arts Barn in Gaithersburg. And the day before, he'll be in Charlottesville, and I will be opening for him. So, no, he's...
Charlottesville in March with Joe Jenks.
There you go. So Jesse Palidofsky will be there with Joe Jenks in March. If you feel like going down to Charlottesville, it's a lovely venue. So we have an exciting beginning of a season coming together and more coming. You know, as you know, we're constantly booking throughout the year, and we will be promoting those shows as we go. Other than that, we also just have some exciting. We have some openings on the board that we're looking at, but we also have a really exciting board that's doing a lot of stuff. I know that sounds very vague because I am being intentionally vague because I have post-COVID brain. But no, we have a lot of really fun things happening. We're talking about trying to start up some Friday shows, like monthly shows at some of our venues. But we're always open for ideas, and we're always looking for volunteers. So if you are interested in volunteering with us, even if it's just for one show, or just to come to the shows, that would be great. We'd also love, if you're not a member of Focus, to please consider being a member of Focus. And we're working hard to find ways to make membership more than just a discounted ticket. They're all avoiding my eyes right now as I say that. It's fine, except for Rob, who is eating. But anyway, I do want to talk about one other thing before we move on to the next piece of business, which is the Rising Artist Award. I'm going to let Shelley talk about the Rising Artist Award.
So 2 years ago, we established the Heyman Rising Artist Award in honor of Vic and Reba Heyman, who were huge supporters of folk music not just in this area, but everywhere. They got the affectionate term folk angels because they were financially and emotionally and all kinds of ways supportive to folk people. So we established this award in their honor. This will be the 3rd year. They were particularly fond of helping artists that were new in the folk community on their way up. So in that vein, the Rising Artist Award is for, the eligibility includes somebody who has released one body of work, and we define a body of work as something 30 minutes or more. We don't say CD or album anymore because so much is digital. But one body of work of 30 minutes or more, and has not been a previous winner of some new folk award. And information on how to apply, the application is on our website, and applications are open until September 1st. So if you are such a person or you know of such a person, please direct them to us.
Oh, yeah.
Are offspring of board members allowed to? Yeah, sure. You guys can hear me, right?
Offspring of board members are allowed to. Yeah. Right. As long as you meet the criteria, you are eligible. It's free to apply. We hope that if you know folks or if you want to apply, you would.
We have a judging panel that is not Focus, that looks through everything, because we've even had a board member apply before, and they were very impressed with Gabrielle last year, and she wasn't selected as the Rising Artist, but they asked us to name her for an honorable mention. So it does not preclude.
Can you go ahead and say who the judges were last time?
So the judges have been Ron Olesko from Folk Music Notebook, Mary Sue Toohey from Sirius XM, Scott Moore, who is a presenter, and Christine Lavin last year.
We've had Dan Navarro and no, we didn't. We had Vance Gilbert. So, these are folks who kind of know the deal around folk. So please apply, and if you know anybody, please encourage them to apply as well. September 1st is the deadline. I'm going to very briefly go into our budget only because it's on the agenda, which is to say, we did have a pretty good year, in these post-COVID years. I think venues everywhere, whether it's Focus or anything, we're all still trying to get our feet underneath us again. But we had a pretty strong year. We had a lot of grants last year. We had about almost $9,000 in grants. We're hoping to get that same amount, if not, $8,500 this year. We also had, over $20,000 in paid admissions, contributions, membership dues, and of course the Heyman Fund. Our income last year was about $35,000. This year we project maybe $36,000. I'm being very conservative on the numbers. When you look at the spend, after we pay our executive director, Rob Hinkal, who is sitting over there eating. No, I'm saying, mostly I'm warning you because you're on next. And after all of our expenses, whether they're internet fees or merchant fees, plus performers and postage, we also pride ourselves on how much we pay our performers. I think we have 70% at most of our venues, which is a pretty damn good deal. If you're a musician, that's a really good deal, as long as you have good tickets. So we make sure to do that. Plus, as you just heard, we have our Rising Artist Award. At the end of the day, our expenses in 2023 were about $30,000. We anticipate them to be about $30,000 this year, which means we only net about $5,000 to $6,000 a year. But that's okay. That's the whole point. Our whole mission is to get musicians up and to pay them a wage that is livable when they come and do one of our shows. I don't know that that's even right, a wage that's livable. I just say that because I work in the labor movement. It's a good cut. I'm going to give this to Rob.
Oh, God, why? Anywho, Jillian took over Focus this time last year. And we were really glad to have her, step into a leadership position and sort of kind of reset where we were going as an organization. I think we sort of needed a reset after the pandemic, wherever your definition of where that ended, or if it had ended. I think one of the things that you mention or you brush over in in the budget is that Focus Music is one of the few organizations that like still had money in the bank after COVID. We found ways of keeping going. We found ways of keeping going while still paying out artists. We did a bunch of web streams and things like that, in which we were able to pay out to artists over the course that without actually dipping into our own savings. And yet, Focus Music is one of the few nonprofit organizations in the area that could like operate for 3 or 4 years as we are now without bringing in any money. Let's not do that. We are missing Mark Sylvester this evening on our board because he's writing our grant applications at the moment and doing a marvelous job of it. My job as the executive director has developed much more into sort of a technical director sort of position. I do all the website stuff and the mailing list stuff and all sorts of stuff. Anything that one of our departing board members sort of laid down was something that got picked up by me. So if anybody who is interested in interviewing and like volunteering for random things like membership and mailing list and stuff like that, you'll be very welcome. So I do a lot of the sound and a lot of the YouTube posts and a lot of the streaming things. Blah, blah, blah. As the executive director, it's just sort of my job to sort of like, you want t-shirts for the meeting in 2 weeks? Let's do that. And they got t-shirts for that. That's my world. And stickers. I had a little bit extra in the budget, so I was like, stickers, yeah. Focus Music is just one of the organizations in the area that actually has as a stated goal putting the money back into the musicians themselves, and I think that's really, really important. Though the 70% cut, the 75% cut that we generally aim for and generally hit with our ticket sales isn't crazy different from a lot of the orgs in the area where they're 60% or 63% or whatever their number is. The fact that it's our stated goal, I think, really sets Focus apart a little bit from the other orgs, and I'm a member of many of the organizations in the area. Also, I feel like we do a lot of supporting hell, even coming out to Mackenzie's on a Sunday afternoon. Raise your hand if you're not here for the meeting. So we're, helping, Swan, but you're here to play. We're here to, support a place that has been really, really supportive of local music on an off night. We could have done this someplace, we could have done this wherever, but coming to a place that has been so warm and welcoming to the showcases, the Saw showcases, whatever else right here has been really, it's sort of what Focus aims to be all about, and I think that's really, really important. I think that winds me down.
So as you know, we're a community, and I'm really grateful. Thank you very much to the current board for all the work you're doing. We are trying to just do different things, and it's been interesting navigating post-massive world pandemic, but I think we're getting there. We're getting our feet underneath us. We're moving forward. With that, it is actually time for the board election. And I believe we're all... What? Don't hope too loud. No, I believe all of us are running again, and in our current position. So I'm currently the president. Judy over there is the vice president. She's in charge of vice. Shelley is our secretary, and of sec. And our treasurer Joan is also. It's also, if you notice the date, Joan can't be here for a reason. It's tax season. So, but she is our treasurer, and of course we have our board members who you've met, Morey and Zwi, and is that it for the board otherwise? Yes. Okay. So, and I know Annette is going to walk back in here in a minute. We have Mark Sylvester, like we said, and Joan, who isn't here. So, can I get a motion for an election, I guess, if there are no, any nominations? To continue with the board as is, can I get a motion?
Yeah, a motion to continue with the board as is and
Thank you. Second? All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? I believe that's it. That concludes the business of our annual meeting. We told you it would be quick. And I think we're going to get into the show. So, yes, unless there's other things. Oh, that's a good point. Yes, that's right. We did lose. Well, let me mention we did lose one, but we've lost two recently. So Ross Martin just stepped off the board, and Herb Levy, who is a longtime leader and founder, I believe, of Focus. And we gave him a little bit of a send-off last year when I took this role and he stepped back on the board, but he's actually formally leaving the board, though he is involved with our venue in Charlottesville very heavily. So he's still engaged, thankfully, and we need him. And he's been great. But we do have some board seats. So if you are interested in serving on the Focus board, please reach out. You can find any of us in the Focus shirts, and you can let us know. We do need help. And again, if you can't serve in a board capacity, but you want to, we hope you'll consider joining us today as a member. And if you can volunteer, that's great too, because we need that. Even as small as coming to a show and helping us, sell merch or direct people to seats or help set up or take down. It's incredibly important. So I believe that means we're moving into the music part of the Focus annual meeting. So I'm going to turn it over to Rob to set things up.
We are set up. And I have bad news in that, according to the agenda, you're our first performer, victim, entity. One of my pastimes, I don't know, it's like a pretty major part of my world, is I also host open mics. It is the way that I give back to the sort of thing that allows me to do what I do for a living. I learned all my skills at open mics. It's where I first performed in front of people, and so it's really important for me to run those things. And so, when FocusMusic is like, let's have a showcase or an open mic, well, I get it. Let me shut this off and get this set up for you.
Please welcome representing Focus's leadership from on high. Please welcome Jillian.
Hi, I'm the same height up here as I was down there. So, stepping into this role, which is different slightly, still just as ornery, but different all the same. So, Jillian Matundan, hi. I just released an album that released on Friday of last week, so it's been out for a week. And thanks to all of you who have listened to it. I do have some copies here if you'd like to get one. And so Jay is showing, that's the album. So this song, and thanks Jay for coming, Saw, and this song I think was a finalist in one of the years for the song contest. But I just put out a video of this because it's my Tiny Desk submission, so I thought I'd do it today. It's called Safe. Why did I wait so long? What keeps me far away? It's easy to hide when you're afraid. Peeking out from underneath the bed, retreating so far inside my head. Can I get some vocal in the monitor? I've been a refugee, oh that's good, from this place. If I dig deep, who would I face? When I look in the mirror, what do I see? Who is looking back at me? What makes you say? What makes you hold? Where do you go when you struggle the most? I turn into you. I'm turning into you. So I was really worried I wouldn't be able to sing today because, as I said, I'm recovering from the COVID. But surprisingly, I have a voice. So that's good for all of us. I tried running away from myself. I did all I could to be someone else. I didn't take up too much space. Screaming filled that tiny place. What makes you say? What makes you hold? Where do you go hid in the darkness, waiting to come through. And when I think I've gone as far as I can go, you come back, she comes back. What makes you safe? What makes you home? Where do you go when you struggle the most? I turn into you. I turned into me. Thank you. So one of the fun things about putting out an album after working on it for 3 years is you really get tired of the songs on it. I know, you're all like, it's early. No, it's not. I promise it's not. And there's one song on there that's a cover. And I usually do it. And actually, I'm not going to do it today, but one of the people who sings on that track is sitting right there, Michelle Swan. So Michelle Swan's on the album too. So thank you, Michelle, for being on the album. I was like, this was written by Paul Koors, Koors. Some of us have done a live stream of his music, and the song that's on the album is called "You Read My Mind." But I'm going to do another one that's a little bit more upbeat because I don't have happy love songs. It's just a thing in my life. I have one, but I don't feel like playing it. Not this one, but I fake everybody out by doing that. This one's called "Never Gonna Let You Go." I just think it's a lot of fun, so we'll just do it. And if you want to look up his music, Koors, he died very suddenly at the age of 38 from aortic dissection. And I say that because as songwriters, it's our hope that our music lives on beyond us, and it's really an honor to be able to play his music so that I can keep sharing it with people because it was good. Let's see if I can do this right. There it is. A day or night, you can call on me and I'll be by your side. And you don't ever have to feel alone. 'Cause rain or shine, I would walk 100 miles to watch you smile. And you're the light that guides the way back home. 'Cause it took me all my life just to find you. And now that I've found you, I don't want to let you go. It took me all my life just to find you. And now I never want to let you go. So many nights I would walk these streets with anger in my mind, an emptiness that echoed in my bones. 'Cause in your eyes I could find a place to lay down all my pride, a place where I could always feel at home. 'Cause it took me all my life just to find you. And now that I've found you, I don't want to let you go. It took me all my life just to find you. And now I never want to let you go. Forgot my kazoo. go. It took me all my life just to find you. And now I never wanna let you go. I never ever 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 wanna let you go. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you for coming. I believe, well, Rob can announce it next week. When he's done chewing, we let him eat. Oh, thank you.
Sound by Dave Eisman.
Yeah.
Sound by Jules.
Well, generally speaking, I'm assuming that means you're entitled to something. So, tell me what I can do for you, sir.
How about another round for Jillian Matundan? Her musical leadership is my favorite part about her.
Give me a strum there.
What?
Get there.
I couldn't hear you.
Are you okay up there?
I'm okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. No one ever asked me that. I didn't know how to respond. Am I okay? As a member for quite a long time, I'm really glad to see all the directions Focus is going in. Jillian said she doesn't do love songs, so I'm going to do a love song that's not about a romantic interaction, but one of those good teacher and student loves. About the way that a person who helps, Art Jesse, that comes out of your time. It's called You Started a Fire. You started a fire I can't put out, half joking, inquired why my lights were out. It was not an invitation, more like curiosity, acute the observation. But what is it you see? Oh, never mind. Undaunted, you wanted to believe the best of me. To test you, I blessed you with my history. It was not exaggeration, it wasn't quite a lie. I had the scars to prove that I'd fallen from the sky and lived to tell the story. You said, go ahead and bore me, go ahead and bore me. We parted half-hearted and so distantly, so sure that when next met you'd turn away from me. But then I turn around and see you standing just that close, a smile that is gracious, I'm feeling less verbose. And you can restore me, go ahead, restore me. You started a fire, oh, it's burning still, half hope, half desire. It feeds my will. You started a fire, you started. This was my grandmother's favorite song that I ever wrote, and it addressed a complaint she had all the time when she'd say, and of course we're talking about the 80s, she'd go, "You yuppies, what's up?" You hide your feelings, but they still show, and make a contest of the things you know. And when you do connect, it's sort of indirect, touch and go. You can't be happy and you can't complain. They make it all too easy to ignore the pain. You pay the bills you owe, and with your heart in tow, touch and go. Some prefer the simple answers, others live the casual life. Pretty soon it feels like no one on whom which you can rely. And so, touch and go. You're not the kind who's gonna ask them twice. They take you home and they treat you nice. But in the afterglow, before the feelings grow, touch and go. Some prefer the simple answers, others live the casual life. Pretty soon it feels like no one on whom which you can rely. And so we touch and go. You hide your feelings, but they still show, and make a contest of things you know. And when you do connect, it's sort of indirect, touch and go. Thank you, Focus. Keep up the good work.
Another hand for Keating. President of the Songwriters Association of Washington. You're thinking to yourself, I wish I understood what was happening behind the saw buzz. That's Jay's fault.
I just turned 60, but I feel 90. Just kidding. How's everybody doing? I'm so glad that I came, and I was listening to that meeting, and I'm definitely thinking about becoming a part to help out. Yeah, help Morey out with the Virginia. So we exactly. Anyway, my name is Michelle Swan. I think I know just about everybody in here. Alrighty, I'm gonna.
Please welcome the ever elegant and yet powerful Michelle Swan.
Hey, Jillian, this is in tune. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
So yes, I just finished a song today. It's probably not finished. That's why I'm playing it for you guys, because this is a room full of songwriters, and that's what we do. We sort of bounce it off, and it's one of those songs where I was like, oh my God, this is a throwaway, and then I really liked it, and then I don't know what I'm doing with it, so I'm going to play it for you guys. I found a business card. I moved recently. Well, I tried to move, then I ended up moving back. That's a long story. But I found a business card that's probably 35 years old. I used to play with a duo called Morgan and Michelle, and Tony used to come in here. Tony and Lynn used to come and hear us play a lot. And he wrote on a business card to me when I was really struggling. It said, "You will never be alone or without friends if you just look. Oh, you'll never be alone or without love if you just look at your friends. And that was very poignant at the time. He was very young at that time, and I've definitely needed to ask for help lately. And it's been really, 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 really hard for me. So I wrote this song. It's called Break Free. Need some direction. I can hardly feel this mind's infection can be so hard to heal. Ask how I'm doing. It's always fine. I don't mind if it keeps you at bay. No man's an island, I've heard her say. That landmass split silently, tipping over the edge. Still hanging on to what he said before he left. He said this to me: you will never be alone or without love. You just look at your friends. Darling, pick up the phone and call me. Maybe I need a hand. Still in time you will see that your village is strong and that you belong. So baby, break free. Baby, break free. And trust don't come easy. Trust don't come easy. It's no surprise. Fed my baby brother as mom slept through his cries. I don't place blame. Thought it made me strong and better off alone. But I was just a child. You will never be alone or without love. You just look at your friends. Darling, pick up the phone and call me. Maybe I need a hand. In time you will see that your village is strong and that you belong. So baby, break free. I can't do this alone, God knows I've tried. I let this fear consume me, dictate my life. Tells me that I don't deserve this love, but that is a lie. You're still by my side, still by my side. You will never be alone or without love. You just look at your friends. Darling, pick up the phone and call me. Maybe I need a hand. In time you will see that your village is strong and that you belong. So baby, break free. Hey, baby, break free. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for all you guys do. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Should I plug it in now? Is that most? Okay, I'll just wait then.
I have no other distractions but you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Please welcome someone who is, it's been a pleasure to have her as a regular at my open mics recently and also in my little Life of Layers series. Please welcome Rebecca Berlin.
Thank you so much. Well, this first song is called Elastic, and I wrote it when I was thinking, so you should know a couple things about me. One, my day job is I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher, so I'm always thinking about bodies, how they work, why they don't. And number two is that I'm a quintessential nerd. So these things often conflate into my songwriting as well. So I was thinking one day about this concept in the body called tensegrity that's basically talking about equal and opposite tension in a system like the body. And when things work well, the tension ebbs and flows, and something can return to equilibrium because of this tension that's held from all sides. When it doesn't work so well, tension gets lost and doesn't recover. And I was thinking how much like relationships that is. So this is a song about the tension points in a relationship and what it might feel like if they were imbalanced. Pursed lips, pinprick eyes, jagged words, narrow lines. My words slip right through your ears. Rigid hands, closed minds, sinking hearts, great divide. Tired of pushing for all these years. Why won't you bend for me? 'Cause I'd break for you. Maybe losing a little of me is the cost of loving you. Why won't you stretch your heart? 'Cause I'm pulled apart, trying to be your elastic, trying to be your elastic. Fresh wounds, old scars, damages that leave a mark. Lost tattooed on our skin. Fault lines, broken trust, walls and shields defining us. Our ozone is wearing thin. Why won't you bend for me? 'Cause I'd break for you. Maybe losing a little of me is the cost of loving you. Why won't you stretch your heart? 'Cause I'm pulled apart, trying to be your elastic, trying to be your elastic. I fold myself 1,000 times, contorted origami. This heart no longer looks like mine. I wanna love you so damn bad, but I'm not sure how long I can take the heavy weight of your demands. Why won't you bend for me? 'Cause I'd break for you. Maybe losing a little of me is the cost of loving you. Why won't you stretch your heart? 'Cause I'm pulled apart, trying to be your elastic, trying to be your elastic. Pursed lips, pinprick eyes, jagged words, narrow lines. My words slip right through your ears. Thank you. Gonna switch to guitar. Oh yeah, I'll be good. This is my station in life, quite literally, like moving the piano, then moving back, figuring it out. Good thing I'm flexible. That's right. Okay. I'm actually going to ask for a little help from the audience. I cannot decide which song to sing, so I'm going to give you 5 song titles, and you just say which name compels you. Clouds, Restless, Fall, Surrender, or Easier. Ooh. Clouds? All right, first come, first serve. It's Clouds. Okay. So this is a song that I wrote when I was feeling really sensitive in my heart, which is not unusual for me. And I was looking at the clouds, as I like to do, and thinking, gosh, clouds are so resilient. They're up in the sky dealing with all sorts of things in the turbulent environment, and they still show up magically and mystically to do their cloud thing. And stars, then I started thinking about that and how stars have a lot of issues too. Like they burn bright, some of them have really volatile and short lives, but I'm pretty sure they've never been like, I'm feeling depressed today, I'm not gonna shine tonight. And I was wishing I could be more like that, showing up when I don't feel 100%. So this is a song about quite literally asking the elements for some help, being a more resilient human being. It's called Clouds. Clouds, steady, suspended, serene, making the shapes that the hemisphere needs. Broken by weather, pulled thin as a feather, wispy but whispering, I'm still here. Why can't I adapt to the changing winds, the turbulent spins of caring too much and bearing my skin and curling down over and over again? If I was vapor instead of a heart, I'd be safer. If I was vapor, I might make it. If I was vapor instead of a heart, but I'm not, and I'll never be anything but just shy of floating. And gravity's never been heavier on me. Stars into the midnight sky, burning so bravely until they die. Fragile yet strong, it's what makes them beautiful, shining with all they've got till they're gone. Why can't I embrace the ways I shine, earnest and fearless? Instead I whisper my name, hide in plain sight, stand on the sidelines. And if I was vapor instead of a heart, I'd be safer. If I was vapor, I might make it. And if I was vapor instead of a heart, but I'm not, and I'll never be anything but just shy of floating. And gravity's never been heavier on me. Not yet. Clouds, steady, suspended, serene. You're everything I wanna feel. Now. Thank you so much. May I unplug?
That song deserved to applause.
Thank you.
Please, another hand for Rebecca Berlin. You need to share that.
That's right.
Oh, not where your feet live.
Hi. My name's Adrian. I'm new to Focus. Hi. I wasn't originally planning on performing today, so bear with me a little bit, but... No, I'm good.
There's a stool as well. Would you rather have a stool?
No, this is perfect. All right. So this is a song I wrote about not really feeling anchored anywhere and not really feeling like I have a home to go back to get that anchor. So, like I said, bear with me because I didn't really warm up today. I slip under with barely a ripple as lightning strikes the distant shore. The surface still, the depths are churning. Up means nothing anymore.
Thank you.
Well, great to be with y'all. Boy, such talent in the room, really. Well, I'm not really sure at all that there is such thing as a heaven, but if there is, I think it would be something like this. We're just sitting around and hearing some great music and jamming, and so here's my little take on that. This feels like it's gonna fall off. Just a second. Died and went to heaven, gypsy music at the gate. Clarinet is cooking, fiddler, she's first rate. One street down, it's bluegrass, next street's a salsa dance. There's salsa, rock, and reggae, Satchmo blows some Dixieland. At the gate I said, St. Peter, please, bro, wave me in. This whole joint is jumping. To miss it, it's a sin. He said, do we got you covered? We need a keyboard man. We hit after the late show. I'm the leader of the band. Carnival time in heaven, dancing in the street. Guitar King David on the backbeat at St. Pete. Krishna wails, funky flute, and Buddha strikes the bell. Lucifer's here on parole, he's the bass player from hell. Died and went to heaven. Dang, these cats can blow. If I knew death was so hip, would've checked out long ago. Dancing every evening, there's jamming night and day. Bouillabaisse and gumbo, laissez les bon temps rouler. Carnival time in heaven, dancing in the street. Lead guitar King David on the backbeat at St. Pete. Krishna twin, funky flute, and Buddha strikes the bell. Lucifer's here on parole, he's the bass player from hell. Delta blues guitarists, fiddlers playing jigs, all head up for late night jam after the evening gig. Roomy whirls with dervishes, Mohammed croons with cheer. If Moses asked for direction, wouldn't have wasted 30 years or 40. Carnival time in heaven, dancing in the street. Lead guitar King David on the backbeat at St. Pete. Krishna wails, funky flute, and Buddha strikes the bell. Lucifer's here on parole, he's the bass player from hell. He's the bass player from hell. You know, I can just stand if you just move that up with them. Yeah, that's cool. So how many of you remember Shirley Chisholm, first black congresswoman, 1968? She was gutsy. And interestingly, she said that she got more guff a lot of the time for being a woman than for being black. So she was from the Bronx. And she had a meeting, I didn't know about this till recently, but with the pre-Trump Trump was George Wallace. How many of you remember old George? Bad guy, boo-boo hiss. But she met with him in Silver Spring, Maryland at one point, and I never knew this story, but there were some very amazing ramifications out of that. And the last time George Wallace ran for governor of Alabama, and I find this incredible, but he won 90% of the black vote, and he won the election, and something had changed in him, and a lot of it had to do with meeting Shirley Chisholm, and that's what this story is about. You getting anything out of this? Shirley Chisholm from the Bronx, unbought and unbossed. Her mom was a domestic. She's first black woman in the house. Men in power despise her, dares to speak her truth. First black to run for president, 1972. He's George Corley Wallace, governor of Alabama, candidate of John Birch and the Ku Klux Klan. He taunts northern liberals, they call him violent, cruel. He blocks black children from attending the best schools. Such a long, long way we've come. Such a long, long way to go. Segregation forever, that's his battle cry. He wins 6 primaries, shot down, left to die. With all that he believes, Shirley sharply disagrees. Yet deep down she sees, could have easily been me. I see you, he asks her, what will your people say? Silently she sits, takes his hand and prays. From the waist down paralyzed, whole life up in flame. George sobs like a baby, Shirley knows she'd do the same. Such a long, long way we've come. Such a long, long way to go. Shirley writes a bill to bring a decent wage to black women domestics toiling as wage slaves. George wheedles southern senators, sweet talks, bullies, begs. The law they pass together knocks Jim Crow down a peg. George comes to the church where Dr. King began. Black church appalled at the gall of this white man. George never pulled the trigger, yet hid lynching and rape. Condone these vicious deeds of the hateful KKK. George sits there in his wheelchair. Pastor bids him speak. I never knew suffering till this happened to me. Now I have a glimpse into your pain and woe. Forgive me for the pain I added to your heavy load. All sit stunned, silent, a baby's cry is heard. Do they dare believe the racist words? George wheels his chair to leave. Church moans a mournful plea. Amazing grace that saved a wretch like me. No right Disney and saves blacks killed and maimed, yet surely risked herself. Something truly changed. Who forgives such evil? John Lewis gave his view. I must forgive George Wallace if our movement's aim is true. Such a long, long way we've come. Such a long, long way to go. Such a long, long way we've come. Such a long, long way to go.
Jesse Palidofsky. Here is a writer who I truly admire greatly. Just a beautiful vision, elegant chording. I'm so glad you've come and played the Lair with me, and you are joy.
That lair is a really amazing place. Yeah, yeah. All the cell phones.
Please welcome the ever cool Annette Wasilik.
Thank you. I apologize. I'm an idiot. My kitchen clock is not digital. And thank you. Thank you. Oh man, the T-shirt is groovy too. So I'm going to do a couple of songs where I have dropped the high E down to D. So that's at the beginning of the pandemic, the first couple of weeks, it was in spring, early spring, and the blossoms were blooming. It was gorgeous. And it was a crazy time because for a couple of weeks, the whole world was together. You know, we were all in this crazy pandemic together. Canals had run clear for the first time in many, many years. Children who were born, people who were under 30, who lived outside of the Himalayas, had never seen the Himalayas until then because the sky cleared. And it was this crazy, beautiful, terrible moment in history where we saw how quickly Earth could replenish herself, and how we were all together, and that lasted for about 2 weeks. This is called The Days of Dying in Wonder. Just a little rain, nothing to fear, but a silent storm was coming near. 2020 early spring, heartbreak in the blossoming. Sirens wail down through the empty streets, people banging pots and pans out on their balconies. In these days of dying and wonder, oh, these days of dying and wonder. Old canals running clear, haze lifts from the mountain range, not seen for years, all one, not alone. One earth, one home. But I dreamed doves were flying off a burning wall. If mercy's for the weak, have mercy on us all. In these days of dying and wonder, Oh, these days of dying and wonder. Some will keep on sleeping, dreaming that old dream, but some are gonna wake up after seeing what we've seen. Let the children play, bringing a bright new day. Like God's own firecracker raining in the sky, flaming hearts float on down and open every eye. In these days of dying and wonder, oh, these days of dying and wonder, oh, these are days of dying and wonder. Thank you. This is a new song. It's also a sad one, but it's not entirely sad. Is that okay? Can I do this song? I know, it's a happy song. But I'm actually not an unhappy person. This is called She's Haunting Her Own House, for lack of a better title. This way. That's it. And you know, with new songs, they'll keep evolving, but this is how I'm doing it today. She's haunting her own house, pacing up and down the hall. She knows every corner and every crack in every wall. Her child's up and grown, with a life of her own. No more lullabies, no more nighttime prayers, no goodnight moon. Damn, gunshots.
It's not. Here, wiggle that around a little bit or put it through your strap or something. Okay, now don't wiggle it ever again.
Okay, so she had no goodnight moon. Damn it, there was a big crescendo. Hold on. No more lullabies, no goodnight moon. Two gold rings she keeps to this day, 'cause there's just some things you don't toss away. She still prays, forgive us our sins. But when the whiskey plays, the whiskey wins. Oh, yeah. Christmas time. She bought them 'cause they sounded just like him. So she calls him on the telephone, just wondering how you are. Sure, I'll take you to the doctor. I know your old truck won't go that far. A broken heart lets the light in, then the falling starts and the healing begins. Maybe someday, she don't know when, they both might say, we do it again. Oh,
Let me hear from board member Annette Wasilik. She also hosts and runs the local cream showcase. I think I'm speaking to the three of you that don't know that.
oh, and yeah, the next one is April 3rd, and we've got Katie Dahl, Grace Morrison, two amazing touring artists, and our very own Justin Trawick, who tours as well. Okay, thanks. Bye.
You have something? Hey everybody, Dee Davis, thanks for having me here. It's really been nice to be here. Attentive listening, great songwriting, I really, really appreciate that. I'm gonna play a couple songs wrote recently. I've written a lot of songs over my time. I haven't played out in a while, so I really appreciate being here. I'm gonna play two songs. They're related in kind of, I'm sorry to say, a bit of apocalyptic way. It's just about how this earth of ours is, it's a lot of stuff going on and it's a little confusing. This first song is called As Lost As You.
Oh, it's hard to let this go, and to survive in this home. Cynics live in paradise, everything has a price, and everyone's so fucking nice when they need you. Oh, when you got something they want, it's looking like we're close. The scientific evidence, we're all toast, 'cause God is simply playing dice. Everything has a price, and everyone's so fucking nice when you meet them. Oh, when you got something they want. Look, I'm just as lost as you. I'm at a loss like you. Look, I'm just as lost as you. One more time around the sun. We're heading back to square one. Measure once and cut it twice. Put all those dreams on ice. 'Cause everyone's so fucking nice when they need you. When you got something they want. Look, I'm just as lost as you. I'm at a loss like you. Look, I'm just as lost as Thanks. This is my related song. Down the road we will wander until we meet at the end of the world. I'm not worried about any trouble, 'cause I'm at home at the end of the world. My regrets have caught on fire. I let go of all I've acquired. Over time, we can leave these things behind us. This is a journey, heartbeats are numbered. I find love at the end of the world. One good turn deserves another, and I'm at home at the end of the world. All my memories are in decay. Well, then the pain might slip away. Over time, we can leave these things behind us. Down the road we will wander until we meet at the end of the world. Down the road we will wander until we meet at the end of the world. Down the road we will wander until we meet at the end of the world. Thanks a lot, D. Davis. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for all your help, Rob. I really appreciate that. If you wish. You want I think you want some punctuation. D. Davis. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Rob.
Dangerously close. Thanks. Thanks. I've enjoyed the fruits of your work with Focus, and so I kind of want to find out more, so it's good to be here. This song is called More Time. It's about missing old friends, and over time I think it's come to be more about just, we have these chapters in our lives with people, and then suddenly they kind of end, and we don't really get a warning a lot of time, and so that's what this song's about. It's called More Time. It was just an hour's drive in between our lives. It seemed a lot back then, but I want it back again. I keep looking for things that I can't find, wishing we had made more time. I stopped by your old place. Nothing's changed, but it ain't the same. We had the world by the tail. Do you think we would still? I keep looking for things that I can't find, wishing we had made more time. And I know you had to go, but the memories still glow. And I just wanted you to know when something good is gone, I ain't no good at moving on. It seems a lot right now to believe somehow that I'll stop looking for things that I can't find, wishing we had made more time. I keep looking for things that I can't find, wishing we had made more time. Uh-huh. 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 Thanks. This next one's new. I played it on the Lair with Rob, and that was a riot. Kristen laid some really nice cello on that one, so I might have to get her back to do that again. But this one is called If We'd Only Try, and just thinking about the division in our country and in the world, and I just can't help but feel there's this like common thread of humanity that we should be able to tap into somehow and appeal to folks, right? And so this is just me trying to do that in a song. If we'd only try. Again, the sunlight brings the day. More than 90 million miles to warm your face. Oh, what a miracle to be. We ain't so different, you and me. If we'd only try to love the way that we're made to. If we'd only try to love the way we're made. All around the earth, good souls are trying, just like most of us, to get by. well, we're not enemies, and it ain't so hard to see if we'd only try to love the way that we're made to. If we'd only try to love the way we're made. Don't let the worst in us be more than the best in us. Just let your love shine. 'Cause the best of us is more than the worst of us. Just let your love shine. If we'd only try to love the way that we're made to. If we'd only try to love the way we're made. Thanks so much. Thank you.
You all being very strong on a Sunday afternoon. We got 2 artists left. Gabrielle Zwi coming up next. And then I think we're stuck with me.
Hello, thank you. Can you turn the uke up in the monitor or the voice down in the monitor? Probably the voice down. Yeah. I'll play one cover and one original. Though I guess it's an original rendition of a cover. It's like the first time I released a cover and got the whole license online and everything, so that's fun. It came out like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, this first song is called Fotografia, and it's by Tom Joby.
Parece acompanhar a cor do mar. Você tem de ir embora, a tarde cai em cores se desfaz, escureceu. O sol caiu no mar e aquela luz lá embaixo se acendeu. Você e eu, você nós dois, sozinhos neste bar à meia luz, e uma grande lua saiu do mar. Parece acompanhar a cor do mar. Você tem de ir embora, a tarde cai em cores se desfaz, escureceu. O sol caiu no mar e aquela luz lá embaixo se acendeu. Você e você, nós dois, aqui neste terraço à beira-mar. O sol já vai caindo e o seu olhar parece acompanhar a cor do mar. Você tem de ir embora, a tarde cai em cores se desfaz, escureceu. O sol caiu no mar e aquela luz lá embaixo se acendeu. Você e eu, você e eu, você e eu.
you. And my original song today is called Galaxy. Look at them, the way you look at them, like they are red or green or blue or rainbow all over. The way you look at them, like they are from another galaxy. Talk to them, oh you won't talk to them. They are not your kind and you can't even communicate. You stay away from them, cause they are from another galaxy. Oh, they walk this earth right by our side. Oh, with the same soul, same mind, but they are from another galaxy. Run from them, you cannot be their friend. Undeserving of your love, they do not feel as a human does. It's otherworldly stuff, cause they are from another galaxy. Oh, they walk this earth right by our side. Oh, with the same soul, same mind, but they are from another galaxy. The mask comes off and you see what's on the inside, what you've been trying to hide. You're the same kind, you're the same kind. Look at you, step back and look at you. You are the product of stardust, of particles, things I would never change. Their words will fade away out into another galaxy. Thank you.
Who even knows? And that's DI1. Or possibly DIL. It's the first channel. You got me? I want it up. Is that working for you? Well, we were apocalypsing a little while ago, so let's apocalypse. We're on the last two songs of our little focus thing, so if any of you are coming in and being like, sweet mother of God, why is there someone on the stage? It'll be over in 10 minutes. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What a cellist is smart and lithe and kind. She'd work her fingers to the bone for a song. Meet someplace mundane and go someplace exotic. Deep inside the dream, our lives were flawless. On the the royalties. We run off with the nouveau rich, but ain't life a bitch? I still penny pinch, I could barely save a dime. I've been rubbing up on poverty like a cat who's flirting hungrily, but deep inside the dream our lives were flawless. Steady on, winter melts to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket. The seasons don't mean anything, no. Steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket, nothing up my sleeve. Dreamt there was a sickness, it took its toll upon the land. Couldn't wash our hands with our wedding bands. Chapping lips and fingertips, we stayed someplace mundane, cause any travel seemed exotic. Deep inside the dream our lives were flawless. Steady on, winter melts to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket. The seasons, they don't mean anything. Steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket, no one on my arm. You forget all those dreams when you leave your bed. You just faintly remember to regret leaving something warm. You know how you forget all those names when you leave your bed. You just faintly remember to regret leaving something flawless. Dreamt I'd left the city, but everyone was starving. Pharaoh, they'd kill you for a song. Masked faces, lowered eyes, and lips were so exotic. We're in danger for our lives when everyone is lawless, lawless, yeah. Steady on, winter melts to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket. The seasons, they don't mean not a thing. Well, steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket, and no one left to harm. I got no one left to harm. I got no one left to harm. Thank you very much. So Jillian, you want to learn how to turn up the monitor? Yeah, where's my phone? Have you lost it? It's gone. You getting all my good texts? My opinion. Up here it's fine. That's yeah. So yeah, the main. So again, my name is Rob. I'm the executive director of FocusMusic, and they tolerate me because I have all their passwords, and that works out well for everyone, I think. I run a bunch of open mics in the area, and by bunch, I mean 2. I also have a virtual open mic that my partner runs on Mondays, and tonight, who'da thunk, Jules Bland has become an inherent and important piece of the community in the singer-songwriter scene of DC metropolitan area, and is guest hosting my open mic tonight in Catonsville right now. Otherwise, he'd be here. And he has just, he's been coming to my open mics and coming to these events for 14, he'll be here this Thursday, for 14 years. And I'm just amazed by how he's stepped forward into like taking care of things. So any second now, we're gonna get him on the board. He'll complain about it though, a lot. So it's gonna be a couple years before he's ready. I mean, not to use the word grooming, but we're folk grooming him. That is why we're not live streaming. But thank you very much for being part of this weird meeting, this weird journey that we're part of. Jillian, fearless leader. Next, by the next time you're evolving the organization into something a little more dangerous, right? Like you wanted to be able to lock people out and like storm places and take over folk organizations, right? Snakes, okay, cool, Well, I'm excited about that for the future. That's all I got to say. This is both my most optimistic and most pessimistic song, and I like playing it. And Rich, you mentioned that you liked this tune too, and so memorize, and then we'll play it together next time. That'll be great. What's that? Michelle Swan is right there. No. Just remember 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Oh God, whatever. Doom scrolling is the best new word for the feeling, beating words into swords beyond F words and meaning. It's demeaning. All this talk of babies and God who faked it in the manger, who said who was wrong. The feeding the temples and starving our minds, keeping us angry and separate and whining. Ignoring the truth, it's just the American way. Trying to live through the end of the day. I don't hate you, I just hurt. Convenience store shopping on my wallet could stomach, and for years all my peers rolled on with their lives. Get a house, get a spouse, no particular order. Scream, get divorced, get old and get bitter. Well, I always thought that a chorus was cheating. Say it again and again and again. Well, maybe that's what I said. It could bear repeating. Just shut up and move on, move out and quit breeding. I don't hate you, I just hurt. I don't hate you, I just hurt. A terrible sense of the safety within, pull the handle, eject. 'Cause none of us win, and on days like this, I won't even mind. I don't hate you, we're just two of a kind. Spinning around with the infinite sky, a dangerous flight from a dangerous guy. You've made your point, and your anger keeps winning, but violent ends come from violent living. And I don't think this one is wrapping up happy. Writing it quick, I'm keeping it true. I try to write my songs with positive endings, but I'm singing this one more for me than for you. I don't hate you, I just hurt. 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 Terrible sense of the safety without. Pull the strap tighter so no one gets out. And on days like this, I know it can't work. I don't hate you, but everything hurts. Thank you very much. Jillian, as our president, do you have any last words? Tip generously and get out.